with Deval Patrick on Boston's Talk Evolution 96.9 WTKK.
Welcome back to Ask the Governor. This is the Governor here with Jim and Margery. Thank you for your calls, and we will go. You want to do an email? Or do you want to go?
Oh, we can take one. Actually, we got a pile of emails, and a woman has been insistent about this for the last couple of visits, and we forgot to ask you. Kathy from Leominster, I just heard that you, the governor, are authorizing medical/health insurance to illegal aliens. Is this true?
No.
End of sentence?
End of sentence.
Fair enough. Take the calls. Kathy, that's your answer.
Let's see. Heather is calling from Attleboro, one of my favorite places.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
Hi. I'm very good. I'm really happy to get through and be able to speak to you. And, the last caller gave you all kinds of compliments. And
here it comes.
I want to reiterate them. Just this very thing that you do and make yourself available is so awesome. But
thank you.
Okay. And I know you have a lot on your plate, but I think you have.
You are on my plate right now.
I have this passion about a program that I've watched on Germany in the solar industry. Mm-hmm. And I just would like you to take a look at what's going on, how they refurbish their economy. Mm-hmm. And I can't even imagine what the fuel costs are for government buildings and the savings that could be involved.
Yes.
And Germany gets less sunlight than we do.
Yes. And
they have just renewed their entire economy. You have the resources, folks from MIT, folks from Wentworth,
yeah,
to be, to start the ball for the future. Yeah. It was great to hear you say a lot of the things that you're doing may not show up right away. It's you're planning, and it's not reactionary government. It's planning. And I would like you to look at that industry in the same light you were looking at the casinos.
Life sciences.
Casinos, okay.
Yeah.
How about it, Governor?
Well, Heather, actually, we have focused a whole lot on alternative and renewable energy and on conservation, all of which are reflected in a very important piece of legislature which the Speaker of the House actually has helped to lead, and we hope it's going to be enacted as early as next week. The German situation, experience that Heather talks about is huge, and I learned about it in large measure from a company called Evergreen Solar, which I've talked about before on this program. Evergreen Solar is a designer and manufacturer of solar panels based in Massachusetts, and I came in contact with them during the campaign, Heather. And it turns out that they had all of their manufacturing in Germany, none of it here. And I asked them why, and they told me there were two reasons. One, nobody had ever asked them to establish their manufacturing here. But secondly, Germany has a comprehensive program, which includes a lot of government subsidies, by the way, that enable homeowners and small businesses to get into solar. Because the issue with solar is the upfront investment costs. And so we have done two things. One, we persuaded Evergreen Solar to put their very first manufacturing facility in the United States here in Massachusetts, and they have done so. They agreed to that last year, and they announced this year that they are tripling its size up in Devon. So that's really good news. The second thing is that we have created a program called Commonwealth Solar, which is a subsidy program for homeowners and small businesses. The subsidy for homeowners is up to 60%. For small businesses up to 40%, to enable individuals to invest in solar technology for their own personal applications. And it is a big step and needs to be a part of a comprehensive strategy to break our dependence on oil.
How about that, Heather? Thank you for the call. In the short term, nobody seems to have a solution or a clue about what to do about $4 and more for gas at the pump. And as Margery said, we're going to deal with heating oil explosion in prices in the fall. What are you doing?
Well, a couple things. I don't have a comprehensive solution either. Their gasoline is tied to oil prices, which is set on an international market, as you and everybody else knows, and I don't control that. I will say that the only good news that comes from this is that, and I'm not blowing past the hardship on families and commuters and parents and what have you. and the impact on business. But the only good news it creates is that this situation creates an economic environment to get serious about alternative and renewable energy, and also about efficiency strategies. And I think if you look at our record in terms of the energy bill, the biofuels initiative, the Commonwealth Solar Program I talked about, the inclusion of green technology review in the environmental review we're doing for large development projects, the first of its kind being at the Harvard expansion over in Alston, that being a factor that is taken into account now in evaluating and giving permission for those kinds of developments. We are way ahead of many other states. Now, what we need is a national policy, too, and I think we'll get one in the next administration.
617-822-19